Hello. Hey, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How is everybody? 5 here. 5. Thanks, y'all, for coming in. 6. Appreciate that. If y'all could hit the like button for me, I'd appreciate that so much. How was everybody's day? Lisa, good to see ya. Ryan, good to see ya. Come on out of them bushes and let's have a discussion. Let's talk. How was everybody's day today? It's Thursday. Friday Eve, you guys. Friday Eve. If you're a Monday through Friday person, you're on the downhill. Your weekend is almost here. Yippee! It's been a slow day. Hi, Donna. How are you? Good to see you. It's been a slow day around the homestead here. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lazy day. I could definitely tell the weekend's coming because um, it feels like that in my house. Feels like that. What's going on? What's going on? 4 people here. We're dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. I got coffee. I'm out of Diet Coke. Maybe, you know what? I didn't think about it. But that's exactly why I am having one of those days because I have had no Diet Coke in, oh gosh, 2 days now. That's why. It just now hit me when I realized what I'm double fisting tonight because it's coffee and water. And I've been doing that for a couple days. I need to quit drinking so much Diet Coke. I really do. Hiking with Jackie Boy. How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing okay. What's going on? You put out any new videos in a minute? Joyce, it's good to see you, honey. I hope you're well. Hope you're well. I guess I'm withdrawing, you guys. I guess I'm withdrawing Diet Coke. Need some Diet Coke. I'm glad you're doing good. I didn't realize why I felt like I was in such a funk all day today. And it's been 2 days since I've had Diet Coke. That's a big deal to me, you guys. I know it seems dumb, but it really is a big deal to me. I didn't think you had, Jackie Boy. I do pay attention to my notifications, and I always have the bells on. And then if I don't see any bells, I'll kind of mosey over, because a lot of the times I don't know what's going on with YouTube, and I know we've been saying this for months that the bell system just doesn't seem to be working. Um, so if I haven't seen something for a little while, I'll go on over to that channel just to make sure, and I haven't seen anything in a little while. Welcome in, guys. Please hit the like for me. I appreciate that so much. I hope you guys are having a good day. Coo-wee. Coo-wee, Lulu. Glad to make a live. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm well. I'm good. How are you, Lulu? Joy says I'm good. Just busy, busy. Time's getting so close. Yeah, every time I see your name, I think about that. Getting so close. Are you excited? You have to be excited. God, you have to be exhausted. I can't imagine doing what you do. You have to be exhausted. You have to. I hope you're not so exhausted that you can't enjoy it, though. Waited a long time for this, and so I really, really hope that you are not wearing yourself out so much, Miss Joyce, that you can't enjoy it. Because you're the bride. You're the bride. Mary Jane Doe, good to see you. How are you doing, love bug? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, guys, for coming in. You guys don't mind hitting the like button for me if you haven't yet. I appreciate that so much. I think everybody's name that I do see has subscribed. If those in the bushes just hanging out and trying to figure out what's going on, hit the subscribe. I promise you at least one of these lives you'll figure out something to like. Um, oh yeah. Tell us about that, Joyce. I'll let you tell them. I'll let you tell them what's going on with you. There is you guys. I went right to bed. Pink Peony, good to see you, love bug. Thank you for coming in here. I went right to bed. Well, you have to do, we're women, right? We do all kind of things before we go to bed. So when we get the intention to go to bed, it usually takes us about 30 to 45 minutes at least before we actually find ourselves laying in the bed. So I ended my live last night and I was really tired. And so I made sure the dogs had gone out and did their business, started the coffee pot for Beefcake. And Emma, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Um, and I ended up waking up at 1:30 in the morning. Of course, well, no. I take that back. Um, I went to bed at 1:30, and then I ended up waking up like at 3. Anyways, I got like 2 hours in, and I woke up and ended up staying up till this morning. Well, what's there to do, right? What's there to do at time? So I sat down and on the big screen and started scrolling through um, YouTube. Y'all, let me tell you something. I could not believe some of the stuff I was watching. I'm serious. I'm a very animated person, you guys. I talk with my hands, I talk with expression. And the whole time, my mouth, I'm having to pick up my mouth, my jaw off the floor over some of the stuff that I've seen that people were doing. It's crazy. Have you guys heard of the guy, Anderson? I knew I wasn't going to remember his name. I knew to screenshot it, and I did not. I could find it though. It's Anderson something. Anyways, he's going for the world record, you guys, of streaming the longest, longest live. So he's trying to get into get the world record, which is 7 days. You guys, is on day three of no sleeping. Anderson, what the hell's his name? I'll have to look it up. So I went over there and jumped over there and just, I don't know who he is, y'all. I met him through Mark. I don't know anything about his channel, but Mark told me that he was going to be doing it. So, you know, I'm all for, people doing whatever it is that they love to do as long as they're not hurting anybody else. I'll give you support for it. So I jumped on over there and told him I wish I lived close enough to bring him some coffee and cookies or something. Just went over there and hit the like. So I'm trying to remember every day to run on over there and hit the like. But you guys, he's on like hour 50 something. Well, it's probably later than that now. He's probably in the 60 hour, the hours of increments of 60s that he hasn't slept. It's insane. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. I don't know what's going on. Hey guys, thanks for coming in. I appreciate everything. Um, hit the like, please, if you will. That would help my channel so much, you guys. Just, girl over here trying to grow an uh, innocent channel that nobody knows about. I am making oh my God, that is my weakness. Yummy cheesecake, a crushed bunch of cookies for the bottom. That sounds delicious. Mary Jane Doe, you changed your picture. Look how gorgeous you are. Wow, what a nice surprise. I like it when people change their picture and give me something else to look at, like everybody does it only for me. But you're beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. I love that picture. We could actually see your pretty face. Emma, good to see you, honey. Thank you for coming in. All right, here's Joyce's what's going on, you guys. She's getting married to her first boyfriend from high school. Um, yeah. So, and what she's not telling you, I don't know if she did tell you, uh, she's doing everything, you guys. She's doing all of her own catering. I think she made little girl, get down, little girl. I think she's making her own flowers. I know she's doing a lot. A lot. She's doing her own wedding, you guys. Her own wedding. Could you imagine just making the food for your own wedding? Oh my God, shoot me now. Shoot me now. Yeah, she's doing a lot. I know it's the middle part of May. I don't know if she put it in here. Oh, yeah, she did. It's right here. May 16th, she's getting married, y'all. Frank says hi. Well, hi to him. Tell him I'll drop the link in just a little while. Get through some of this. Say hi to some people. 17 people in here. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Please hit the like for me. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd appreciate that so much. I have an issue with too much insulin. Oh, doc has me on restricted sugar intake and tablets. I ordered a caramel and butter cream cake. It is so good. We'll give to hubby to take to work so I don't have too much. So you have it's the opposite of diabetes. You've got high blood sugar, low blood sugar. If you have an issue with too much insulin, then you're having low blood sugar. Rapper, hello, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that so much. Heard you on replay the other day. You sound exactly how I imagined. Did he really, Lulu? Because to me, he didn't. To me, he sounded way different than I don't know what I was imagining, but he's a very calming voice. Very calming. Can I microdose? Hello, Butt Nuggets Homestead. I hope you're well. Self-imposed timeout. I love that too. I love when you say that. Um, countdown is on. Can you share what the dress is like or what future hubby sees in or will hubby see in the chat? Um, I need to talk to you about my troubled past. I would love to talk about your troubled past. I would love to. I'd love to have you come up. So let me know. Let me know and we can work it out. But Nuggets Homestead and do a discussion on it. She's not doing a dress. She said, no dresses. I'm a sucker for crust, graham cracker crust. Love, love, love graham crackers. Yes, me too. And those, especially when they're soft. Oh God, y'all. I did not even have to cook tonight, you guys. Um, Good night, rapper. I will see you soon. I didn't have to cook. I was so thankful. It seems to be like on Thursday nights I do burnout, and hubby knows that, and he brings home dinner on Thursday night. Who's the radio host that Leanie sounds like to me? Do I sound like someone? Really? My daughter makes fun of me and says that I sound like Delilah. I don't think I sound like Delilah at all, but um, Deborah will know when she gets back in. Okay. Peanut butter pie. Oh, that sounds good too. Oof. I could do that. I could do a peanut butter pie. Not trouble past here, just funny. Listen, I'm down for some laughs. I'm down for some laughs. Ryan, I was in another chat today. Why? Why did they boot you? I wanna know. I wanna know why you were booted. So you think so too, huh? Actually, you're only the second person that has said that. My daughter is the one that's like, "Mom, you sound like Delilah." I don't think we sound alike at all. Maybe it's just, um, a quietness to our voice, maybe? What do you think? All I said was, "Hi," and they booted you. Wow. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. I'm sorry about that, rapper. Were you having a good day? Did you have a good day? Delilah. A lot of people probably don't realize who she was. I remember her daughter's name was Shayla because she talked about her all the time on her show. I wouldn't mind doing something like that, I don't think. Because she played the type of music as well that I really, really love. Um, so a job like that would be golden for me. I would love that. It's supper tonight. Boyfriend made supper on the grill. I did a something. Easy supper tonight. No booting rapper, that's the truth. We don't do that here. And they watch your channel too. Really? Really? And they did they see you up on my panel and they still booted you? That's really sad. I don't like that very much. That's um surely it's not. I've really only got one or two creators that I'm really close to on here. Um, Tina and the Tattooed Rebel family. They're the really only. I mean, I go to other channels at times. Like last night, oh God, you guys, that's time I can't get back at all. I was I was floored. I'm thinking to myself, where is your family? Why isn't your family stopping this from going on? That's what I think sometimes, you guys, whenever I see people's channels and there's just craziness going on. Because y'all know my kids are all up in my business. It would not if if something happened to my brain and I kind of went nutso, worse than what I am in real life anyways, my kids would be here Ricky Tick and handling that situation. Really. And so it's really sad. It's really sad. Some things that go on people's that creators do on their channel, either for attention or um, just because they've got some kind of mental illness going on, and there's nobody there to look after them. It makes me kind of sad for them. Super easy supper to, and you did the uh, crust chocolate cream pie. Oh, lots of pies happening around here. Lots of pies. I still have some chocolate chip cookies left. I still have some of those because I mean he made a whole bunch, you guys. So I don't know how long they're good for, but they're still in there. These boots are made for walking. Your reputation precedes you, mate. Yeah, rapper. If you're trying to turn over a new lease, if you're trying to you're trying to be a different person on the platform, and trying to be more positive and all. It is going to take people a little bit of time to get used to that, right? Um, because they're used to seeing you on your bad days and they don't understand it and they don't understand you. So that's the first thing they look at instead of seeing someone who is maybe trying to, make a couple of right moves. Um, and change their life. Listen, it can happen. I see people that, you know, creators 2 years ago that I wouldn't touch looking at them. I wouldn't, and even their subs, I don't want nothing to do with them. And then you visit them maybe a year or 2 later and, their chat, their subs have changed, their content has changed, because, um, for whatever reason, they, decided to put out more positive stuff instead of the negative. So you gotta give people a chance. Sometimes they're worth giving the chance to. Start to lose touch of my manliness by, "Uh-oh, sorry. Sorry, don't want that to happen." You're welcome. You're beautiful, Mary Jane. You really are. Trying to be friendly is my yeah, people might have trouble with that, but you know what? Just keep doing you, rapper. Keep doing you, honey. Keep trying to be a positive influence on people. Keep trying to spread the love, and eventually, I mean, it may take a while, but eventually, people will come around. Talked to Tina a little bit today, and well, I didn't talk to her on the phone, but a message, and she said that she had listened to um, our talk on my panel, and that she hopes that you will come up on hers. And I said, well, he said that he would, so next time you see him in your chat, ask him up. Ask him to come up. Love to hear you and Tina have a discussion up there. Chocolate custard. Oh Lord, y'all. Don't make me go in there and get cookies. You don't do sweet stuff? I think I go through phases of it. Um, that's probably why there's still some cookies left because I'm not really in that phase. But boy, was I ever grateful that he made them. Well, the channel I was in, I apologize over, but they booted me. That's a shame. That's a shame. But we're glad you're here, Rapper. Hang out with us, Rapper. You're safe here. Maybe don't channel so much. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, when you're used to, going from channel to channel and you have a lot of people um, I really don't have a whole lot of people I know. I have channels that I enjoy, certain people that I enjoy. Um, and, um, but there are nights like last night, I was just like, what's going on? Nobody was on that I sub up to. So I started just looking around the streets and oh no, strawberry rhubarb pie. Joyce, when we went to Ohio a couple weekends ago, we at the farm that we went to, we picked up some strawberry rhubarb jam, and oh my goodness, it's so good, so good. Lulu says, "Rapper, they don't deserve you. We all know how sweet and caring you can be. We have seen it from you with PCT, and you have shown kindness for me too. Yes, yes, you're safe here, and we love you. We care about you here. Lunch lady, how are you? It's good to see ya. I've been missing you, girl. You've been probably working hard, hadn't you? I bet you're about ready for the summer. You think rhubarb is an acquired taste? Oh, I love it so much. Maybe I love it so much because the only rhubarb I've ever had is like in jams. So um, you have they probably put plenty of sugar in that. I'm glad you had another good day. That is awesome. Delilah, I would love her job. I remember when I first saw a picture of Delilah. Who was her co-host? She had a co-host too. I forget the co-host name. And she looked nothing like what I don't think people look like what their voices sound like. You like mischief. Well, at least you're honest about something, it can be funny. It can be funny. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. Sometimes I like mischief. Don't say chocolate. I have to get out of bed and find some. I know, girl. We're talking too much about pie in here. The older I get, the more I love pie instead of cake. It used to be that cake, like I didn't touch pie. I just didn't care for it. I didn't care for a pie crust. I didn't care for none of that stuff. And now, the older I get, the more I would prefer having a good pie. You've heard rhubarb is finicky. I should buy a slice from my local bake. Like I said, the only kind that I think it is sour. If I mean, we'd have to ask somebody who's tasted rhubarb by itself, but I think it's sour, and I think the reason why I really like it is because they probably add a lot of sugar. But it reminds me of, I don't know why it reminds me of strawberry. I made melon salad, watermelon, rock melon, I think. Oh, cantaloupe. Oh, y'all call them rock melon? They look like rocks, and that's so cute. I'm gonna start calling them rock melon too. My husband be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Honeydew melon topped off with custard. It went really well. That sounds delicious too. Y'all, I'm looking forward to. I'm not a summer girl. That's not where my spirit is. My spirit, my heart, the thing that makes my soul happy is the fall. But I feel like I'm missing so much fruit in my life. So I cannot wait till the summer gets here to have some more fresh fruit and some salads. I've been craving salads. I would like strawberry rhubarb pie. I'm sure I would. I've never had it, but I would try it. I spent the last 2 days with my angel of a mother-in-law. Oh, wow. Having surgery and making sure she's good. Been off work, but back at it tomorrow. I've missed you all as well. Wonderful lives I've replayed. Thank you so much, Lynch lady. You sweetheart, you. I hope your mother-in-law is healing quickly and comfortably and will be up and about in no time. Such a good daughter-in-law. My grandma used to bake strawberry really? Donna, good to see ya. Did I say hi when you came in? If not, I'm sorry. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm looking forward to Monday night. Pesach? Pesach? I don't know what that word is. Having people over for Seder services and dinner. Pesach. Pesach? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. I have had prickly pear cactus. I've heard of that, but something about, is it real? Does it really come from a pear, that prickly pear bush? Because if it does, because that's what I think it does in my head, I'm not eating it. I don't know why, but something's just gross. I don't like it. It looks like what, to me, opening something like that up would look like aloe vera in my mind. Yeah, no, I'm probably not going to eat that at all. I don't like summer and can't stand the heat, but love the melons, mangoes, and cherries. Yes. Do you put, um, I put soy sauce on my mangoes. My best friend growing up, she was Hawaiian, and that's the way they eat mangoes. They put it in, have it in soy sauce. Oh my God, my mouth's watering now, you guys. Um, and it's so good. It's the only way I eat it. It's the only way I eat it. I love it. I need to find my glass. Yeah, find those. Put them on. Oh, Passover. Okay. What did you call? Let me look back up here. What was that called? Pesach. 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 Not sure. Passover starts. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Prickly pear. Okay. Yeah. I'm just not going to eat it. I've heard of the jelly though. I have, but for some reason in my head, it would be like tasting aloe vera. I know that's dumb, but that's just what I think. Just got home from a school concert. Oh, wow. Wow, I miss those days. Miss those days. Ready for the summer heat. It was 84 today. Wow. Ooh, that's too hot too soon, I think. I think that's a little too hot for my liking at any part of the year. Prickly pears are so delicious. One of my favorite. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Well, I've never even seen one opened up, to be honest. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Pesach, the Hebrew name for Passover. We have a cedar plate to remind us of the Exodus from. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to get a cedar plate. I'm gonna have to look that up right now because I want to know. Oh, okay. All right, you guys. So I'm just gonna read this real quick to for those that don't understand what the cedar plate is and what there's actually six items that go on the cedar plate, and it says there are at least five foods that go on the cedar plate: a shank bone, which is a zeora, zor, zeroa, zeroa, an egg, bitter herbs, vegetable, and a sweet paste called haroset. Many cedar plates also have room for a sixth for bitter herbs. Let's see what the plate represents. The cedar plate and each food is symbolic for an aspect of Passover. A roasted shank bone represents the Pesach sacrifice. An egg represents spring and the circle of life. Bitter herbs represent the bitterness of slavery. Haroset, which is an applesauce-like mixture with wine. Um, Hold on, Lord of mercy. I lost my place just that quick. Sorry. Oh man, I hate the internet. What did I say? Now I don't even know where it is. Dadgummit. Um, It took me to this really big um it took me to this really big um yeah, it took me to this really big page that has to do with a lot of different a very large um writing on the cedar plate. Wow, I'm looking at the pictures. Let me see if I can hold on just a second. Let me hold on just a second. Let me look this up really quick. See if I can put it on here. be the same one. Um, all right, just an overview of it really quick. In uh, pa- uh, wh- uh, I should have brought this up. Maybe I'll do this on Monday night since it starts on Monday. That's what I'll do. On Monday night, um, we'll talk about Passover. That's what we'll do. And that way, if Lulu wants to come in, um, I don't know if your faith um, keeps you from doing any kind of online stuff during Passover, but that's what I think we'll do on Monday night. We'll talk about Passover um, because there's a lot there, and I want to get it right. I don't want to, especially something that serious. I don't want to get it wrong and give wrong information about it. Musical instruments, choir. My granddaughter sings in the choir. It's worship music. Oh, very nice. You're going to go, Rapper. You could stick around. Oh, just don't even think about it, Rapper. Just stay here and hang out with us. I dread summer here. It's brutal. What are the temperatures like hiking with Jackie Boy when you, July? So July's probably your hottest month. Is that correct, Jackie Boy? Lulu says, Donna Clark, we are in autumn. We have 2884 Fahrenheit. Oh no, I could not live in that. No, no. Yeah, just forget them. Stay here. It has its elements to remind us what is on each plate. Yeah, Lulu, I would really like to do that on Monday night. I don't know if you'll be able to come or even if all you can do is hit the replay. But I'm gonna do some investigating and some research on that. Um, and then since it starts on Monday, I'll that's what the show will be about on Monday. If anybody wants to deep dive that with me. Lulu, we don't have four seasons. Summers are hot, sometimes 110 degrees, cold and foggy winter. I love fog so much. Let me get my little girl, you guys. Hold on. She's freaking 11 o'clock at night. My dogs are out barking at somebody or something. Um, Open a prickly pear. It's kind of like a really, it's like a watermelon with seeds, but a little firmer, delicious, and sweet. Complete opposite of what I thought it would be, even on the color wheel. I thought it was like a light green on the inside. Huh. Kimmy Love Stream or Live Stream. Don't know who that is. Gonna buy one tomorrow. Okay, I'm down. I'll buy one too. Won't be tomorrow, but next time. I don't know when we'll have them here in Indiana. We kind of get our fruits a little bit later. But yeah, yeah. Don't go there, Rapper. We're your friends here. Stick with your friends. Stick where you're wanted. Our summers are very hot too. I live in the East Coast though, near the coast though, so we get some relief from the storms and cool. Oh, that sounds delicious. Cool evening breezes. Cool evening breezes, you guys, from the ocean and the river that runs through the town. You are in for a treat. Wow. Yeah. I do, Rapper. Um I don't know how many subs I have. I haven't checked. But I try to do increments of just 10 so that I don't, I do baby steps, right? So let me look real quick how many I see on here. 518. So some have come, some have gone. That's okay. Um, so now we're just still trying to get a solid 520. We've been at 520 and then it dropped down. So hopefully a solid 520 and then we'll move on to 530. It's the only way I could do it. If I set too big of a goal, I want it. I'm too impatient. So if I set smaller goals, then I can get there easier. I have always attended Passover service elsewhere. This is the first time I'm hosting, and some fellow believers I met on. Oh, you're nervous, and it's also an honor. Yes. Oh, Lulu, I'm excited for you. I need to really research it because, as I told you, um I'm very interested in different beliefs, and as long as they're biblical, guys, if they're not my tradition that I grew up with, if it's a biblical tradition, I try to honor it. I do. I researched the menorah many years ago, like 5 years ago or something, and what it represented. I've seen it my whole life, didn't understand it, and then once I researched, I was like, I gotta have one. So Beefcake bought me one, right? I love the menorah. I just love what it represents, right? When I look up at it, I remember. So I'm going to have to research practices of the Passover and maybe get me a cedar plate. I don't know. Learn to keep your distance from rude people. You'll be so much happier and peaceful. Yes, 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 yes. The Tuesday is High Shabbat. I have to work as I forgot to put in for the leave. Oh, well, I will research and find all that out because yeah, my Monday night will be your Tuesday, correct? Yes. Yeah. 105 to 107. Oh no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And you're in Texas, Jackie Boy? Hiking with Jackie Boy? Are you in Texas? There is no way I'm got listen, listen, listen. We moved from Oklahoma because of that heat right there. I would die. I would die. I can't do it, you guys. I just can't do it. I can't do that type of heat. Um, with or without humidity. I can't do it. My body temperature is just a freaking wreck. Sue's changed her picture. What is up? Everybody's changing their picture. Suze, look at you. Beautiful. You changed your picture too. That's two of y'all that have changed your picture. I love it. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. Hello to you, love. Thank you for coming in. Donna Clark says since she has done that, what she's talking about, just staying away from rude people, she's much happier. Yes, yes, agreed. According to Leni, it will be Tuesday here on your Monday night. So some Christian churches do a similar service called Monday, Thursday. I'll look. I will. I will look and see. I'm into it. I'm there. I'm doing coffee, y'all. Oh, it tastes so good. I guarantee you, I don't care when I end this live, whether it's in 10 minutes or whether it's in 10 hours, I'm going to get me some Diet Coke. Y'all hear me? I don't care. I've had enough of not having Diet Coke. 2 days. It's the longest I could go right now. 2 days. Uh, Easter week is my favorite week of the year. Our native cockatoos love prickly pear. They skin it and eat it. Think I'm gonna have to try it then. I'm really good. I don't have to work tomorrow because of school is closed. I get a day. Yay! I'm so happy for you. It's your freaking weekend, baby. All right. I'm Messianic. We do Passover such a beautiful special service, exactly as Yeshua Jesus did the night of the Last Supper. So lovely. I love that. Unless you like going to work sometimes. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I really did miss work. Sometimes I was glad the weekend was over. And I was glad to go back to work. And then I was there for 5 minutes and I was like, damn it. I enjoy my job. It's a middle school and they're all a little crazy with the warm weather. I'll bet you they already feel that summer coming on, don't they, Suze? They already feel the antsy to get outside and to go on vacations and stuff. I remember feeling that. 5:19 now. Wow, thank you guys. Whoever subbed up, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Y'all hit the like for me, please. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, Donna, it will be good. I'm excited. I'm gonna look it up, and then since I've learned how to share my screen, thank you to the officer. We can go over some of it here together and learn. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're in Texas. Oh God, and that's just like the Oklahoma heat. I do not miss it. My body temperature is so screwed up. Once I get hot, I'm hot and it's miserable. And once I get cold, I'm cold and I'm miserable. I'm just a miserable human being. That's what it is. And it all boils down to my body temperature and the eclipse. Listen, I told my husband today, he's something had happened or whatever, and something had gone wrong. And I'm like, I'm blaming the eclipse on everything on the eclipse. So now I'm blaming my body temperature, not on my thyroid, but on the eclipse. I'm a Messianic believer according to Leni. We don't follow the Talmud, only the Torah. Jesus kept the feasts, i.e., Passover is what the Last Supper was. We're instructed to do so in remembrance of him. Yes. So the Messianic believer, I actually was talking to my husband about this last weekend. I had a cough. The Messianic, they believe in Jesus as the Messiah. Yes or no? Because I think you do. I don't know though. Many our new neighbors are Muslim. I've learned so much about their faith and culture. Very kind and peace. Yeah, can't lump them all in a box. Can't do it. I'm not about that. I'm not about that. There's some very good Muslim people out there. There's some very good Christians out there, and there's some very bad Christians out there. I ain't lumping them all in a box. Been lumped in a box my whole life. Not doing it here. Take my hat off to youth workers. I have had a few youth jobs and hated them. She hated them. I work in DV now, which is very hard at times, but somehow not as taxing. I don't have patience anymore. See, I would struggle. That just goes to show all of our the difference in all of our what we can handle and what we can't handle, our strengths and our weaknesses. Because there's no way I'd be working in DV. Mm-mm. Um, middle school, maybe. High school, I would thrive in a high school setting because I love older teenagers. Uh, I do. I just really I love them, and working with the elderly, I love them too. You loved working. You miss it, Donna? Sometimes I do miss it too, and then start getting to work around here, and my back reminds me exactly why I'm not working. I work outdoors, but this will be my last summer working in the heat. Oh, Lord. God bless you, Jackie boy, Kevin. It's Kevin, right? Oh, God bless you. My heart goes out to anybody that has to work outside in those temperatures and in cold temperatures. I don't know what's worse. What's worse? What's harder? Yeshua is the Messiah, God incarnate. Hallelujah. Yes, that's what I told my husband. I told him that you are Messianic, and I said I'm pretty sure that they believe in Jesus Christ as the Messiah. Thank you. They can be very challenging at times. I'll bet. I saw a video on just I don't know what I was scrolling through, and even though I would thrive working in a high school, you guys, here's where my problem would lie. I don't do well with smart mouths. I don't do well that way. I have to walk away, right? Or in my case, if they were working for me, I'd send their little butts home. Go home, learn some manners, come on back, and let's have a talk, right? And in too many schools today, teachers are being abused mentally, physically, verbally. It's all happening. And I saw this one. Oh, I know what it was on. It was on Twitter. And this high school boy walked up and smacked the teacher. And when I say smacked, I'm talking, I mean, open-handedly, just right across her face, not once, but twice. And she kept her hands in her pocket. And I just thought, wow. First, my heart broke for her. Second of all, I just thought if I was standing right there, I know I would not be able not to just beat the hell out of that child. I mean, if you're big enough to stand there and slap me not once but twice, then let's go. And no. And I know me. I know I would not. Oh God, I wouldn't handle that very well at all. My heart broke, and that's what I'm talking about, you guys. When I ask you to look up the word lawlessness, it is that is exactly what we're living in today is lawlessness. And it is the most disgusting word to me because of what it represents. The things our kids are doing today, you guys. That's exactly why I did that live last night. I think about that. I don't know when I don't know exactly what age I'm considered a um, senior citizen, but I do worry about that. I worry about what is the world going to look at like uh, when I become a senior citizen. Will I have enough money to survive this world when I'm a senior citizen? The same thing that those kids that I talked to last night worry about. You know, except for there's more behind me in my life than what I'm looking forward to, and there's more in front of them than what's behind them. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Hi, Truth Seeker. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. What happened? Did I upset people by saying that about the student? Chat just came to a halt. If I did, I'm sorry. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. And believe you me, if you're as tall as me and you hit me not once but twice, getting hit back. Good night, hiking with Jackie Boy. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that so much. Please hit the like. Yeah, y'all hit the like. I appreciate that so much. Gotta work in the morning. Well, you have a good day tomorrow. I hope it's not too terribly hot. Y'all hit the like, please. And if you're up there in the bushes, come on down, chat with us for a little while. Love getting to know new people, hanging out. I'm glad you had a good day at work. Yes. Had to selfie check, was frozen. I'm back now. Hi to everyone who has come in. Yeah, hi everybody. Hi. Lisa, welcome back. Did you get your coffee, girl? How's mom? Think about your mom today. I didn't get to ask you last night, I don't think. Um, I hope your mom is doing okay. I hope her pain level is low and she's on her way to the mend and hopefully she's past her kidney stones. How's she doing? I want to know. Tattooed Rebel, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that so much. Everybody needs love. I would consider myself a failure as a mother if my son ever struck a teacher. I bet you if my kid ever did that, that'd be the last time he ever put his hands on anybody. I remember my parents telling me when I was younger, my dad told me this actually, because back when I was a kid, right, they had corporal punishment in school, right? And I remember my dad saying, if that teacher or the principal ever has to discipline you with corporal punishment, what they give you is nothing like what I'm going to give you when you get home. And I believed him, and I still believe him to this day. Um, never did I ever get in trouble by a teacher ever because my parents didn't play. They taught us respect. They taught us morals. They we behaved better out in public than we did at home. And believe you me, we were little soldiers at home. So we looked like practically perfect kids. Um, discipline starts at home. It does. It does. There's not enough of it going around. Just home from a walk. Wow. You must be having some good weather there. I saw that you were pouring down rain, Truth Seeker. Truth Seeker changed your picture too. What is happening? That's three of y'all. All three of y'all have changed your picture. What up? Who else is changing their pictures? Yes, I fixed my coffee and she made it out of her kidney surgery and she's doing okay. Yes. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that the stones are gone. I'm glad she's doing well. We'll just pray for a quick recovery. Oh no, did they really? They had to put stents in? Oof. Anne. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. Good to see you. I see you're making new garden beds. I saw that on your channel. You were making new garden beds. Poor teachers have the worst job in the world. As a kid, if I got in trouble from a teacher, I would get in trouble. You damn right. You damn right. My kids too. They knew it. We're raised in a different world, you guys. We're raised in a different world. Lawlessness. That wasn't a thing when we were kids. It wasn't. Everybody's changing their picture. She has to go back in a couple days to have them broke up or blasted or something like that. Wow. Yeah. Wow. God bless her. You needed a change. Well, it looks good. I really like it. I like your picture. You're beautiful. I would be too scared to get in trouble at school. My mother was harsh, and I'm grateful to her somewhat as I respect and am a fairly decent human now. Yeah, yeah. My it wasn't my mom that was harsh. It was my dad. Um, and do I agree with everything that went on? No, not at all. Absolutely not. Um, but am I grateful for some of them whippings that I took? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stones are so painful. I had gallbladder stone, felt as bad as labor, just in the upper stomach and chest was agony. They didn't get, like, all the stones, but they put stents in. Wow. That just sounds so painful. She's probably still in pain from the stones. Wow. Yes, we were raised disciplined. Yeah, yeah. Have to blame it that's what it is, Suze. Blame it on the eclipse. Everybody's changing their picture. Everybody. We now to we need to have respect, compassion, and empathy. Yes, yes. And did you guys hear what some of y'all didn't hear it, but what Army vet said last night? And I was so like into talking with the girls that I was paying attention to chat, but couldn't like do a whole lot of stuff there. But Army vet said something last night, you guys, that I was just like, I had a wow moment, and I have a lot of those. I know, but I don't know. That's just who I am. Um, he said that because today's kids are raised behind the internet in front of a TV or a monitor or a screen, a phone or whatever today, that they're lacking in the feeling of empathy and recognizing that feeling and being able to give that feeling. And I was like, wow, how true is that? I never thought about that. But that's true. You actually have to feel empathy to be able to give it, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to feel empathy from somebody in order to recognize that feeling and be able to and then you're able, hopefully, to return that feeling. Do you know what I mean? If you have never been taught or have never nobody has ever shown you any kind of real kindness or real kind of love or empathy or try to some kind of trying to understand where you're coming from, how do you know how to give that? You know what I mean? And when he said that, I was like, "Whoa, whoa." I need to talk to Army Vet, you guys. From what I saw, didn't he say in here that he works with, didn't he say he works with kids? We need to be talking to him. We need to talk to him. Principles and manners, yeah. "Hey, girl, hey. How are you?" See, I'm not saying your name because I forget which correct way to say it. Thea or Thea? Let me think how it feels good. Oh, it's Thea. Oh, it's Thea. I think it's Thea. It's Thea. Oh, it's Thea. I feared my dad's belt. Never dared to get in trouble in school. Yes. You're not ready for the day after Friday. Uh-oh, you must have to work, Ryan. You must have to work. I feel so bad for her. I can't stand seeing her suffering. So hopefully when they get this, I'll finish the procedure, she will feel better. Wow. Sometimes it takes days, Lisa, seriously, to pass those things. Days. It's terrible. I've never had one. My husband actually last month passed one. Really exhausted and laying down, but I'm in the bushes. Girl, get you some rest. Get you some rest. I'm sorry I missed hanging out with you guys. Just that guy took a nap. Damn it. That would have been fun. But I didn't have the bell clicked either, not that I'd woke up to the damn bell, but I got the bell clicked so whenever Wild Angel goes live again, that hopefully I can jump on and hang out and chat. I think it'll be fun to hang out with you girls. Doing all right. Homesick with a toddler, so tired but hanging in there. Girl, I don't miss those days. God bless you, honey. God bless your baby. I hope he or she, no, it's a girl. I hope she gets to feeling better soon. Messy Jessie. Hey, Miss Lee, I hope you're doing well, love. I'm late, but I'll be listening. Hit the like button. Oh, Bessie Jessie, thank you, honey. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all hit the like, please. I appreciate that so much. And if you haven't subbed, if you're just passing through, thanks for passing through. I appreciate that so much. Oh, and I always, I need to put a sign on the stupid monitor to remind myself to thank those that watch the replay, you guys. Thank you for watching replays or listening to replays or even partial replays. And thank you for hitting the likes and all that. Thank you guys so much. Just because I just don't say it doesn't mean I'm not grateful. It just means that I have a brain that 50 million things are going on at once in there and I forget. I hate that. But I am so grateful. I feel like nowadays kids do not do chores. No. Cleaning the house, doing the dishes, mowing the yard enough like most of us did. You're correct. You you are so correct. Listen, you guys, when I ran McDonald's, there were kids that did not know how to sweep a floor. They didn't know how to sweep. I taught many a children how to sweep a floor, and you would be surprised the stories like first thing out of my mouth. Do you have chores at home? We have chores. What's your chores? Taking out the trash. Not once did I hear making my bed, doing my laundry, anything that had to do for themselves, in order to that when they moved out of their parents' home, that they would already have those skills and be able to keep their own homes. Nothing, nothing. They didn't make their own beds. They didn't do their own laundries. They've never cooked their own food. And I'm talking 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, you guys. Never cooked their own food. Hated making sandwiches for themselves. So their mom would make sure there was either leftovers in the fridge or something like that that they could heat up really quick. Pizza pocket thingamabobs, things like that. That's what they ate. Which hey, whatever. At least they won't starve. But who's gonna do their laundry? You know, never never cleaned a toilet. Listen, I was in charge of the toilet when I was growing up. Bathroom duty, I never got off bathroom duty. Think that's why I'm so weird about the bathroom because I just remember growing up that was always my job. And my dad's words were, "I want that toilet so clean I can eat off it," which was the strangest thing to me. But he seriously had me believing that he would go in there and eat off the damn toilet. I never saw him do it, but that's what he would say, and I believed him. Yeah, I hope they get well soon, for real. We love you too, Just Becca. They actually did a study on that and says and found that kids always watching TV lose compassion and empathy within just a few hours. Really, just a few hours a day of watching TV. Wow. Well, I'm telling you, when Army vet said that, I felt like stopped in my tracks. I was just like, now there's something that makes a lot of sense. And so I was kind of watching him in chat because that's the first time I think he's ever really like he'll come through, show some love, and then off he goes. But last night, like he was here and he was talking in chat, and I was watching him, and but when he said that, I was like, I got to talk to this man. He knows stuff. The second version is the correct one. Oh shit! Now I can't remember which was first or second. Thea, Thea. It's Thea. 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 Hey, hey. That is Greek for auntie. Really? Did you know that, Thea? That your name is Greek for auntie? Now I know in the Hispanic language, Tia is is um is auntie. Tio is uncle. Um, I've just been. yucky all day, not in a bad mood or a good mood or anything like that. And then I realized when I sat down here and looked at what I had up here on the desk to drink, there was no Diet Coke. I ain't even had Diet Coke in 2 days. Bet you I'll be going to get some. Bet you I will. Really? You had a coworker that called you auntie. So they must have known. All right, guys, I'm going to take a dairy break. There's 15 people in here. I hope we have at least 15 likes. I'm not sure. I haven't checked it. And I'm looking at all this through StreamYard, not over at YouTube. So you guys can probably see it more than I can. I will, BRB, I'm going to put on some trash music. I'll be back in 2 and 2. Don't go nowhere. We got a couple things we'll cover on Sebastian Rob. See, you guys, I'm never going to get it right. And I even got kind of a little bit blasted on my community post or whatever for not saying his name wrong, but spelling it wrong. My bad. Um, and I can't even, because Robert, that's my daddy's name, so I'm used to saying it. Sebastian Rogers and the Ohio Brian Koberger out of Ohio. So I want to just touch a little bit on that before we all depart, and then we can just keep chatting. If you guys, I'm way behind in chat. Damn it. Um, I did see what Lulu just said though. Did I try a coffee? No, it's not the caffeine I'm craving. I drink coffee all the time. The Diet Coke is like the chaser, right? I just got to have because I don't drink sweet coffee. I just drink coffee with a little bit of creamer in it, and that's it. So when I've got to have something sweet during the day, I'll just drink some Diet Coke. Well, I haven't had none for 2 days. So I've been drinking water and coffee, which is completely unlike me. Oh, jeez Louise. Little girl. Little girl. Hush. Hey. All right, I will BRB. Let me go see what's going on here. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh Lord. That's enough to put someone to sleep, isn't it? Good grief. That was brought to you by StreamYard. You should put me on payroll. Nobody plays it but me. Nobody plays that but me. I'm gonna go back up here, read some more chat, and then pull out some of the things that I have highlighted to go over with you guys. Parents who ask kids to do chores are considered abusive now, are they? The world has gone so mad in a generation or two. Yeah, yeah. God, I should have asked them kids that. Listen, I'm trying to put together another panel of guys, um, of young men um, that are in college, and kind of talk to them about that. Let me write that down really quick because you know me, I'm going to forget that. And I want to ask them how they feel about disciplining kids. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to work on that now. I know right now is a really big week in the Greek world. Greek world, as far as college goes, the sorority to fraternity world, they're in their biggest week right now uh, with their philanthropies. It's a hard word for me to say. Um, so I was really shocked that the girls were able to take some time out and come in, um, have a discussion with us. If you guys didn't catch that live yesterday, if you want to just um, skim skim through that live, like maybe watch it on 125 or something speed. It's worth listening to what them young people had to say about their lives. It's kind of interesting. My sons were taught to clean after themselves, to cook and do washing, dishes, etc., gardening too. Um, gardening. Honestly, I never taught my kids that because I wasn't a gardener, but in today's world, I really feel like um, that should be one of the things absolutely that kids are learning. Um, their future looks much different than ours. The prices of, if we looked at just the prices of food alone, it's worth knowing how to garden. Um, but also the way the world's going and the food chain and the food supply and all that, we don't, what does that look like? We don't know. Um, so let's hope that I know my grandkids, they garden with their parents. One set of my grandkids, one half of them, because one half of them belong to just one child. And they grow big gardens, you guys, big gardens. I get lots of veggies out of their gardens. Um, yeah, don't let anybody steal your joy. No, 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 no. If mom was in the kitchen preparing meals, I was expected to be right there helping her out. Wow. Wow. Yeah, good practices. Good practices. Anne says the same for me and my sister too, Pink Peony. Yeah. At 12, we started having our own turn to cook. Good practice. I had one daughter who loved to cook, like cook meals, and I had another daughter who loved to bake. And now, I mean, they both are great cooks, and it doesn't I don't even take any, credit for that, because I didn't make them stand in the kitchen when I cooked, um, but it was just something they liked to do, and if they wanted to cook something, they went in there and they cooked stuff, and I never stopped them. I just always told them, "Clean up after yourselves." And so they were always cooking, but they're they're great cooks. Did I try Yeah, I'm drinking that coffee. Girl, you ain't gonna run out of coffee. And I could have gotten some Diet Coke. It's just I need to cut back, you guys. I have a doctor's appointment on Saturday, and I know when we talk about my stomach issues, there's gonna be 2 things that he's gonna wanna know about. The first thing's gonna be, the headache powders, the aspirin that I take. And if I've calmed down on that, no, I have not. And then he's gonna ask me about my Diet Coke, and I'm gonna say, "I went 2 days this week without Diet Coke," and then he's gonna laugh at me and, tell me that's not enough. I have a great doctor, you guys. I do. He does we talk about everything. That man knows more about me than my beefcake, who I've been with for 22 years. My doctor, 10 years, honestly knows more about me than anybody in my life. Everything. Mentally, physically, uh, spiritually. He knows everything. We just sit there and talk. I love him. In fact, I asked him to come live with me. He said no. That's what I drink all day, water and coffee, occasionally a little bit of milk. Can't drink milk, but maybe I'll be able to start eating cheese again if I get on the right medicine, hopefully. Can't do milk. No, no, makes me sick. Coffee to start my day. It's almost 7 a.m. here. Oh, wow. I drink coffee from the moment I get up until I go to bed, and like different times a day. I'm like, oh, I gotta have a coffee. Um, but do you know I've never had Starbucks? I've never had it. There's no way I would ever pay $15 for a drink or however much it costs. I don't know. Um, Good to see you, Anne. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I've never had like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donut kind of coffee. I've never had that stuff before. Um, I like my coffee my way, and that's it. Did anybody do anything exciting today? Not me, just around there. I didn't do crap. I really didn't. I swept the floors, got dogs, got to sweep the damn floors. Moved the furniture a little bit, and that was it. Donna Clark says she's going to go lay down and watch TV. Watch TV chat. All right. You have a good night, Donna. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that so much. Big B, how are you? How are you doing? Tell us how you're doing. We want to know. We want to know how you're doing. You love me? Wow. Well, thank you. Thank you. I love you as a human. I don't know you very well. Maybe there's something I would learn to love about you if you stuck around a little bit more and talked to us. What's India like? Are you really from India? Can somebody look? Is Big B really from India? I want to know. If you're from India, talk to us about that. I want to know. What happens in India? What goes on over there? I want to know. See, how's it going in India? We all want to know. Tell us about India. Tell us about the food. What about the food? Y'all eat spicy food, right? Am I correct? You love to cook and bake, truth seeker? Oh, no, not me. Mm-mm, no way. You had the doctor appointment today? Ugh. Oh, I'm sorry. Get you some headache powders, girl. Get you some headache powders. I enjoyed your homesteading live the other day. Do you think you could interview some I need to work on that. I want to live self-sufficient is my dream. Well, as long as I have air conditioner. I would love I would love to talk to some preppers. You know, um, well, I won't say right now, but um, I would love to. And there are people that go into um, Peter's chat that are preppers. So I'll see what I can do. I would love to discuss that. Love to. In fact, I think that there were two that were here the night that we talked with Peter, and there were two that were here. One's name is Judy and the Big Italian, and the other one's name is the Big Italian. I think that's his. They come off two different channels, but they're husband and wife, and I think they're preppers. I think they told me they were. So yeah, I will definitely try to work that out. That'd be interesting. Wish wish school taught me to sew. Geez, it would have been handy in life. They didn't have. We called that home economics when I was growing up. Um, you in I what sixth grade maybe you had to take home ec, and they taught you to sew. They taught you to cook. They taught you to keep a checkbook. Not that anybody uses a checkbook today. Could you imagine kids with a checkbook today, you guys? Oh, Lord have mercy. Um, yeah, they taught you like the fundamentals of adulting, I guess, like that. They gave you fake bills to work with, so you had to write checks and then balance your checkbook. It was really, really cool. I loved it. I think I'm the very last person ever on the face of the earth that used a checkbook. I used a checkbook until my husband took it away from me. And the reason why he did is because it just was messing up our account, right? We have one account, and here I'm writing a check that would come in days later, you know, and he had a debit card, which is immediate. And so it was getting, he's like, we either have to go to the checkbook, just stay with the checkbook, or we have to both like just do the debit card so that, I could see what's happening with the money. And so I gave up the checkbook, but I never got it. I don't own a debit card. I refused. I was like, don't know. I mean, I'm on the account, but I refuse to have a debit card. I don't own a credit card. He does. I don't. Not my name. I don't have none of that. I don't believe in it. If I don't have cash, I'm not buying it. It's just who I am. Why are you leaving, Rapper? What's wrong? Oh, yeah. Go in the other room, honey. I have two bosses that came from there. From where? What did I miss? Oh, from India. It's 9:30 a.m. there. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, Big B, we're gonna need to know about your life over in India then. You gotta stick around and talk to us. We wanna know, please. Just gone 2 p.m. here in New South Wales, Australia. Lovely sunny Arvo. Might get another storm, but clear skies at the moment. Indian India summer weather with hot. Woof. Woof. I love butter chicken. Probably it's not a true Indian dish, though I guess it's my favorite is garlic cheese, naan bread. Yum. They eat a lot of Indian Indian food is a lot of curry. Is that correct? I love curry. Sandra Ernest, hello. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Y'all hit the like for me if you haven't done so. I appreciate it so much. Big B, does Do y'all eat a lot of curry? I love curry. I don't know how to cook curry. Oh, you have a set of twins. Nice. Well, you only did cooking and oh, we learned how to sew, iron, run the checkbook, um, cook. I mean, the really the essentials of being like a a stay-at-home wife. That's what we learned. It was set up like it looked home ec class looked like a little kitchen in there, and they had an ironing board and an iron set up, and then they had, like, at our desks, we all had our own checkbooks, and I just thought it was the neatest class. They don't have it anymore. You're a photo artist. Wow. Wow. Lisa's gonna subscribe. That means I'm running over to subscribe. I wanna subscribe. Let's do that. Let's go subscribe to Big B. Yeah, subscribe here, and then we'll drop your link, and, we'll run over and subscribe to you. Let's do that. Big B, that's so kind. Thank you so much. I will be subscribing to you too. All right, guys, I wanna get into this, before we too many people leave here. Hmm. I don't know if you guys are following the Idaho, um, or if you're even interested in what all's going on over there with the Idaho 4 murders. Um, thank you, Big B. I appreciate that so much. And I will definitely subscribe to you. Um, and if you could take pictures of your food for me, I'd appreciate that. I hate to cook. I really hate to cook. But I like people's cooking. Um, anyways, that is the Idaho 4, you guys. I'm so like invested. It's ridiculous. That and of course Delphi. I'm invested, and I'm just trying to rub the top, like the cream off of other cases because I don't want to go that I don't want it to um I don't want to be so caught up like I got into with Idaho and with uh the Delphi murders because I mean I can make myself pretty sick from stuff like that, and then I get um totally like I get way too it controls my life. It really does. I mean, what happened in Delphi has controlled my life so much over the last 7 years. Watching every little thing, listening to every little thing, doing every little thing, being over there. You guys, I got some things coming up and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. You guys know that Delphi is finally going to to trial next month. Frank is going to be coming and we're going to be covering the Delphi trial together. Um, and at least, do a synopsis at nighttime to go over what happened in court the that day or the day prior, however we're able to do it. But I also plan on doing some lives from Delphi. I won't get into the courthouse, you guys. That courthouse is pretty small. It's a gorgeous courthouse. It's beautiful. Small town courthouse. It's gorgeous. But the rooms are small in it. The family members, all of the witnesses, all of the big media, there's just not going to be any way to get into that courthouse. And I'm not willing to start standing outside um, at 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, like these people do to get into these court proceedings. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. But my thought was I would like to be there a couple days and get some footage of people coming and going, maybe get some footage of some of our favorite or not favorite YouTubers. Um, Nancy Grace, how cool it'd be for Nancy Grace to say, "What up, Leanie?" I would love that so much. Um, but really, I want to go there and just get a feel for the town while that's going on and maybe talk to some of the locals. So that's my plan, you guys. That's my plan. I just have to figure out if I'm gonna if it would be easier for me just to get a hotel if there's even gonna be any hotel rooms open. It's a very small town over there and just stay a couple nights rather than just driving back and forth. But as it gets closer, I'm gonna have to make that decision. All right. So in the Idaho murders, I don't know if you guys have been following that at all, but Brian Koberger, who is the accused killer of the four students, finally um, submitted his alibi. You guys, this some of the court filings that I've seen on this case is written so stupidly. That's the only word I can come up with. Like, you can't even tell these are professionals to me doing this. It sounds like some of the court filings, the way that they're worded, it sounds like someone like me who's uneducated in that profession would have written it. It's terrible. The alibi that he's given for the night of the murders, you guys, I'm floored. I'm completely floored. Um, so I'm going to share the screen, and so I won't be able to see chat right now. You guys are just going to have to bear with me, and we'll go over this really quick. I let me just pull it up. I don't know if you guys can hear this at all. Let me see. Maybe I'll just read it real quick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Brian Koberger says he was driving near Wawa Park on the night of the student murders. Koberger claims he was out for one of his regular nighttime drives at the time of the murders and says his cell phone data will corroborate his alibi. This was published at 5:21 on April 17th and updated at the same time. Moscow, Idaho. The man accused of murdering the four University of Idaho students in late 2022 said he was out driving at the time the murders took place. In a newly filed document, 29-year-old Brian Koberger said he spent a lot of his time exploring the Palos after he moved to Pullman. Pullman's in Washington, y'all. It's right over the border, like 13 miles apart. The two colleges are. According to him, he was doing just that at the time the four students were killed and claims his cell phone data will show he was south of Pullman and west of Moscow on November 13th, 2022. The document filed Wednesday serves as Koberger's official alibi. According to Koberger, he spent a lot of time running, hiking, and driving around the Palos after moving to Pullman in June 2022, I'm sorry, taking a particular interest in the Wawa Why. Wawa Why. I think that's what it's. how it's pronounced, Park. He said he became busy with the classes and work at Washington State University shortly after moving. As such, he said he didn't spend much time running and hiking and instead opted to spend more time going for nighttime drives. Now I'm gonna stop right there just a second, you guys. Um, that's kind of believable to me. I know it's not believable to some, but there's been many nights that I have struggled with anxiety, that one of my children has struggled with anxiety, and I've gone for a drive. And because they've watched their mother do that their whole life, uh, at least one of my kids. Hey, hey. Sorry about that, guys. And because they watch their mother do it, at least one of my kids reacts to anxiety at nighttime like that. He um he will just take a 30-40 minute drive, come back, go to bed. So I don't think that part of the alibi is, I know for some people who don't understand it, that way of coping makes any sense. It does to me. That makes sense to me. But I think that doesn't mean that I don't believe this man to be guilty. I think he is guilty. Um, Back to this, Koberger said his phone data will corroborate his expressed interest in driving late at night. So, on his phone, it's gonna show his data is gonna show that not only this night, but many nights he for whatever reason would drive around. Mr. Koberger was out driving in the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022, as he often did, to hike and run and see the moon and stars. Okay, so what he's saying is he would hike or run uh, at nighttime as well. He would hike it. Now that makes no sense to me. As he often did to hike or run and or see the moon and stars. Um, I mean, it might be a little nutty to think of people out driving at night for whatever reason. Um, just like it's nutty for me to ever think that anybody would be hiking at nighttime. He drove throughout the area of South Pullman, Washington, west of Moscow, and Idaho, including that park. To further solidify his alibi, Koberger said his plans to offer testimony from the CSLI expert to show that he was south of Pullman and west of Moscow at the time of the murders and that he did not travel east on the Moscow Pullman Highway on the early morning of November 13th, 2022. The family of Kaylee Gonsalves released the following statement after receiving the news of Koberger's alibi. They said, "We have been waiting on this information for months and it has finally arrived. It's so hard not knowing anything about the case and you find you have to cling to dates, motions, and hearings in order to figure everything out. A big part of this has been waiting on the alibi information. Now that it is here, we feel even more confident in the prosecution of the defendant. The defendants claim that the defendant was driving late at night, hiking, running, or stargazing. We are not sure why it has taken over a year for this to come out, as those don't seem to be complicated activities, which makes a lot of sense, right? Why did it take um, this long for you to give up your alibi yeah, when there's nothing to your alibi other than I was driving? Wh- How hard is it to say my alibi is I was driving and I can prove it by my cell phone records? So, sounds like to me that this was a good thought up alibi and that possibly the defense went through his phone records to find maybe um, habits that he is used to doing and came up with the alibi that way. Like, oh, Brian, looks like here, you go for drives late at night. What's up with that? And then, is that how they came up with an alibi? Hmm, I don't know, but that kind of sounds like what the Goncalves family is saying. They also said, "We believe that if his alibi had any weight, it would have been submitted months ago. It also in direct conflict it's also in direct conflict with the probable cause affidavit that states that the defendant's phone was turned off between the hours of 2:47 a.m. and 4:48 a.m." Bingo. So that just blows that funny little alibi out of the water, you guys, because no matter what he can prove with a cell phone, that he's a night driver, a stargazer, a runner, and a jogger, whatever, right? That doesn't prove that just because that was something that he did frequently, as per his phone will show, his phone doesn't show that that's what he was doing on that night, because the phone was turned off between 2:47 a.m. to 4:48 a.m. So for 2 hours and 1 minute, the night that these kids were killed, there is no phone service, right? So you get what I'm saying about how it's possible that the defense went through his phone to create an alibi? They also said, so if the defendant was driving around and there's cell phone information that he has in a different place, it would be either before or after the times of the murders. Hence, not really an alibi. We continue to look forward to the justice in this case and can now put this part of the proceedings behind us. Thank you to all your support for our family. Koberger is charged with the first-degree murders of Kaylee Goncalves, Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogen. All four were found stabbed in a home near the University of Idaho campus on November 13th, 2022. Koberger was arrested 1 month later in Pennsylvania and had been in the Latah County Jail ever since. Since his arrest, Koberger has been indicted by a grand jury and chose to stand silent at his arraignment. So, I don't know if you guys know what that means, to stand silent. When the judge asked him to enter his plea of guilty or not guilty, his defense attorney, Ann Taylor, stood for him and said, um, Brian chooses to stand silent, which automatically the court has to enter a plea of not guilty when someone chooses to stand silent. Now, what the relevance in standing silent means, when you know the court's just going to put in that you're not guilty, what the relevance is, I don't know. I don't know, but that's what he did. Um, Poe filed intent to seek the death penalty against Koberger. His trial date uh, set. So there's that. There's the newest news um, in the whole Koberger thing. Um, let me see. Self-imposed timeout. That cracks me up. Hi, Sunshine. How are you, honey? It's good to see you. This is Sunshine's neck of the woods, y'all. This is hers. Sure, I'm sure, Sunshine. I think maybe you've been following this case very closely as well. Um, this is her neck of the woods. I wonder if Sunshine feels connected to this case as I do the Delphi case. I'm listening, Dr. Fraser Cran. Is that you? You're funny. You're funny. I joke. Peter told us that everything that comes out of your mouth but Nuggets Homestead is just a joke. that you just joke around a lot, so that's the way I take it. You're a funny guy. Chicken eggs, just butt nuggets are chicken eggs, just to be clear. And thanks for the sense of humor, Lisa asks. Yes, we like sense of humors here. A lot of people don't get mine either. Breaking I just saw that when I Lulu, gosh. Ugh. I just saw that when I said, "Hold on," and I was like, "Oh my god," before I started reading that, it popped up on my phone. Breaking news that Israel just struck Iran. Hold on to your hat. It's planet Earth. Yeah. Let me go to that, see if I can find anything, come up with anything on that really quick. See if I could pull anything up. Um, oof. What is today's date, you guys? The 19th. Okay. This is live updates, you guys. Hold on. Just a second. All right, this was just released 4 minutes ago, so let me this is from NBC News Now. What we know so far. Uh, what we know so far is Israel carried out a military strike on Iran, a source told NBC News. Earlier, Israeli officials notified the U.S. officials that a response was coming. Iran state media reports that air defense systems were engaged in several provinces and that nuclear sites in Isfahan, Isfanahan in central Iran are safe. The U.S. was not involved, a source said. Israel has vowed it would respond to Iran's attack on Saturday, uh, when Iran fired more than 300 drones and missiles at Israel. The strikes did not cause widespread damage or death. The Iranian strikes were in retaliation for an Israeli strike April 1st on Iranian consular building in Syria, which killed two of Tehran's top generals. And that's what NBC just put out right now. Oh, they're lighting up the sky, y'all. Oof. Yeah, they've got. I don't know if I can show it. Hmm. Let me see what Twitter's saying really quick, and then. Do you guys follow Twitter? Do you guys get on Twitter? Twitter X, whatever they're calling it now. I know what they're calling it, but um, I try to be really, really careful with who I follow on there. Um, Matt Wallace, I follow him. He said this, when did he say it? This is the one I just saw. Um, he said Israel just launched a massive attack on Iran and is rumored to have hit critical nuclear. Oh, oh. It says Israel just launched a massive attack on Iran and it is rumored to have hit a crucial nuclear facilities which could cause radiation to leak out into the world. Oh, oh, and it shows a picture. Oh my goodness. Oh no, you guys, that's terrible. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's trend. Let me see it trending. One minute ago, this says breaking Iran broadcaster showed Isfahan, Isfahan is not impacted. The city is in complete calm and security. People are going on with their normal lives. 1 to 2 hours ago, sounds were heard in the sky. We understand several miniature UAVs were overheard, which were shot down. And he's showing a picture of his city where the but you guys, you just never know, right? You never know who to believe or what to believe. I mean, this guy could be he says that he's standing in right outside of the city and he's showing video of him, the city's just moving right along and it's quiet and it's doing its thing. But is he really standing in that city? I mean, social media is a really good thing, you guys, as in like they could get word out right away, but a lot of people are putting false information out there. You don't know who's being false, who's picking up information and just going with it, not knowing it's false. You just never know. So you have to be very careful. And that's why I didn't want to show it on my screen because um, I I am not into that at all. I have to actually like go into research mode with it and and not jump on that bandwagon of spreading information that may come back in a day or two to be false, you know. So this one guy is standing outside the city supposedly where the nuclear plant is, and he said it didn't happen. He just posted that to Twitter a minute ago. Whereas we just read it from CNN News, or not CNN, NBC News, that said it did happen. Who knows? We don't know. Got to be careful. Regardless, this world needs prayer. We need prayer. It's terrible. It's terrible. I research a lot of stuff, try to avoid the fear porn, yes, but at the same time, this is info age. Be cautious. Yes, you're correct. Is real, is fake. Yes, you don't know. You don't know. You got to be careful. It's not if it's listen, if it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. Um, controversial pushing prophecy. Listen, I believe in the word. I believe in the word of God, and I know that this is prophetic. Um, now to um, how much of it is true that is as bad as what I mean, you guys, we've all seen it, right? CNN or NBC or ABC or Fox News, they're out there reporting on um, how bad this hurricane is, right? and how the water is 10 feet deep. Oh my God. And then they accidentally show in camera where somebody's walking across um walking in the water that's coming up to their ankles, and what they're showing you is just clickbait, and it's fear. They're just wanting to put the fear out there or make it sound like it's worse than it is, because what they're really showing you on the news is a hole, in the ground, or where a dip in the sidewalk or whatever that's filled up higher. So they literally do this to push fear. You have to be careful. I was waiting for this. Passover starts Monday at sunset, which is High Shabbat, then the Feast of the Unleavened Bread. I was hoping they would wait till after. Well, I thought that during holy days, I thought don't they normally call a ceasefire? Not suggesting anything. Yeah, yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm no expert either, but I know the news, and people, they blow things up, and I mean, there are things that are happening that are scary in itself. And one day we're gonna wake up, you guys, and it is gonna be bad, and it's gonna be really real. That we're gonna be like, "Is this really happening?" Yeah, it's really happening. Um, we just have to make sure that what's being reported is what's really happening. Fake news on both sides, on all sides. You are correct. You're correct for one reason or the other. War in the Middle East is always really unfortunate. Something is always happening there. Yes, it is. The earth may be flat. Maybe I am flat, Tard, but not a troll. I don't think you're a troll. I think you use humor a lot to get your point across, and there's nothing wrong with that. War in the Middle East has been going on my whole life. It's been going on since days of the Bible, and it's going to continue until Jesus comes back. Victor's right history. Bible is high value. Opinions maybe not. I don't know a thing. Yeah, I think you do know a thing. I think you do know. Um, but I think you also just don't want to push your beliefs on someone. And I'm very much like that too. And that's why I say what I say, and then I just leave it there, because people have to make up their own minds. Iran is a very scary regime. Prophecy has warned us about when they get involved in a war with Israel. I can disbelieve media, but not the good book. That is correct. And you know what? It's going to happen. It really is. One day, I'm seriously, we're going to wake up. We're going to be like, is this really happening? It's really going to be happening. It really is. I'm watching Agenda. I love Agenda Free Sunshine. The way he looks at the camera sometimes. Oh, sometimes the way he looks at the camera, I just start giggling. I can't help it. He's just got that face. They are saying Iran is opening up their airports. Huh, hey, if you guys aren't watching Agenda Free, that's just one place that I like to watch. I've watched him be on for hours, you guys, 24 hours, doing 24-hour lives. And he tries not to, he reports live, and he tries not to, unless he's got multiple sources, and unless they're all coming in with, the same thing, and it's proving to be truth, he won't put it on air. I like him a lot. I do. Agenda Free. It's on YouTube for people to flee. Ah, okay. Yeah. I don't know if he allows us to stream, or I would stream him. I like him a lot. Part of the Atlantic for Palestinians. Sorry, we are full. Yeah, we're full. We're full. I hear there's a lot of empty islands right now, though. Um, since some people are dead and some people are in jail, there'll be some empty islands. That was really facetious and mean for me to say, but it's the truth. Um, and there's, I mean, imagine those islands, you guys, that those people were using, and that's all I'm going to say about that. You guys know what I'm talking about. They have big, beautiful mansions on them. Y'all run on over there. Big, beautiful mansions. Oh, you I am not sympathetic. Not that I'm not. Oh, okay. You're sympathetic. Okay. God help us all. Amen. That I don't know. They said the airports are now open. Little girl, it's just raining. Little girl, stop it. It's just rain. Do I think you're full of it? I don't think you're full of it. Not at all. Not at all. Egypt have a massive wall. Why will they not take their fellow Arabs from their neighboring country? Why? Why is it the West supposed to when the neighbors won't? Good question. What do they know that we don't know? There it is, right? What do they know that we don't know? In just a second. Can you stream the sound from Agenda Free to Cornelia stopping to commentate? Not when they're even when they're live. When they're live, you're not supposed to, no matter what. And let I mean, they can give you permission to do it, but even I don't think I would trust that because if they got crappy with me, then they could still strike me. But when somebody's live, it is against Toss to stream them at all. Now, once they close the stream out, then I can bring it up and then keep stopping it for commentating. But while they're live on their stream, anybody can strike you. That's why people always come in and they say, "Hey, somebody such and such is streaming you," because you could actually go right there, just leave your live, keep going, run on over to the studio and strike them right then and there. I am watching you in Agenda Free. I love Agenda Free. He's so good. Can even help our own homeless vets. You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Height, maybe. Wow, coming from our. Yes, yes. Amanda, hello. Hello, my bestie. I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. All y'all hanging out in the bushes, y'all do me a favor and hit the like, please. If you feel like coming down and chatting with us, come on and do that. Come on and do that. But hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, do that too. I appreciate it so much. I have agenda playing too. Red heifer about to be sacrificed the eclipse Passover. Iran attacking Israel seems to be getting real. Yeah. Yep. Have you noticed a lot more people talking about the red heifer? Lulu, that's actually how I started talking to my husband this weekend about the Messianic Jews, um, because he had come in and asked me about the red heifer. But there's a lot of people talking about it now. I'm recovering still from my hernia surgery, but I'll be okay. Oh, honey. Um, yeah, I hope you're doing better. I hope you're not in much pain. Um, be careful. No lifting. No lifting. Don't don't re-herniate it. Sorry. We have major homeless issues in Australia now too. Can't house people we have, but have 100,000 immigrants last month. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys heard those kids last night. Their number one fear of the future is not being able to afford to live. Like all four told us they were going to be they don't want to move back in with their parents, but the way that the economy is right now, um they're going to be forced to move back in with their parents. Um it's just really sad. It's really sad. I mean, I don't know, Lulu, how expensive it is to live where you're living, or but I mean here it's crazy. Um, the housing market is, I mean, dear God, it's so expensive to buy a house now. It's ridiculous. And then just to get an apartment, you're paying as much as you would for a house, but people don't qualify for a house. The apartments, um, crazy expensive. Even ones that are not safe and not good. It's expensive. It's really expensive. Can I just found good. Old World Florida YouTube is just interesting so far. Not endorsing, but I'll check it out. Old World Florida. That's what Butt Nuggets Homestead is watching right now. Yes, because they have them now. They're so rare, but thanks to the US, they have a few by the sounds of it. Are we talking about the islands? What are we talking about? Yeah, we need to be praying, that's for sure. Shabbat starts tonight. I will be in deep prayer and reflection. Old Word Florida is an alternative pers- perspective on what we know. Cost of living has absolutely skyrocketed in the past 2 years. Houses in Sydney are a minimum of $1 million. Home loan rates have tripled. Things are tough as they've ever been. Here too. Here too. I mean, a house that would have normally cost you $100,000 now you're paying $300,000 for. Honestly, it's terrible. It's terrible. If you read heifers, how everyone is, oh, okay. That's because they have them already to sacrifice the first time. And yeah, they got them from, I had read, or I think I'd read or seen or whatever, that they were sent over there by Texas. Is that true? Three of them? Three of them were sent over from Texas? Hold on just a second. Right. All right, guys. This was published at 10:47 Eastern Standard Time. Um, this was yesterday. No, it was updated at 12:06 on the 19th. So this was yesterday. Wait, no, this was just uploaded. Okay, updated, should I say? Because it's now the 19th. Explosions were heard in Iran after Israel launched missile strikes in retaliation for a barrage of more than 300 drones and missiles fired by Tehran over the weekend, three U.S. news organizations reported. Iran's semi-official Fars news agency said on Friday local time that explosions were heard near the airport at the central city of Isfahan. ABC, CBS, and NPR, I like NPR too, each citing at least one unnamed American official reported that Israel was responsible. Hmm. Citing three Iranian officials in New York Times reported that the military airport near Isfahan had been the target. Oh, the cause of these sounds is still unknown, and investigations continue until the exact details of the incident are determined. An unidentified Iranian official later told Reuters that the explosions came from a local air defense system, adding that no missile attack had been carried out. The brief report made no mention of Israeli drones. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, you guys. I mean, different places are reporting different things. This was Reuters, you guys. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If you have land that can get a nice travel trailer and park it on your property, Leanie. Yeah. I bet they wouldn't stay long though. Isn't that sad though that can be done, sunshine, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it? People don't realize. People don't realize that squatting, that's what it's called, squatting. It's a thing. And if you've got squatters on your land or in your house, God forbid, or in property you own, good luck. Good luck getting them out legally. Was Israel realize we have already had the perfect sacrifice? Yes. All about blood rituals. Does anyone find that weird? Hmm. I would be so happy in the middle of nowhere with a van and sheds, grow my own fruit and veggies, etc. Just need solar for the air conditioner. I will not dwell in such stuff, though. God is good, love. I tell myself, yes, the evil will always try to confuse. That is correct. Self imposed timeout. He is also at the end of his tether with man, though. Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, listen, he destroyed the earth for less. He he destroyed the earth for less, you guys. He has warned us. We have been told, but don't listen. He needs to set things straight. Sunshine says, I saw some travel trailers on Friday that were very nice. Kitchen island, fireplace, and uh, recyc fireplace and recyclers? Is that what you're saying? I forgot you had gone. Did you get you one? Because if you did, you're welcome to come and squat on my land. I have some. I have some you can squat on. We can start a prayer chain. Things may be fixing to get a lot worse than we have ever seen. I don't know, but time will tell for sure. Amen. Amen. Well, I mean, no better time to start the prayer chain than as we're going into Passover. He promises to see his children through it, though. So please don't worry. Noah went through the flood and was safe in the ark. We are safe in the ark of Yeshua. Yes. But I mean, people need to realize what was happening in the day of Noah when he destroyed the earth. We're a billion, jillion, trillion times worse than what uh, those people ever were. It's time for him to come back. It's time. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready. Squatting is a thing, Suze. It sure is. It sure is, honey. Yes, ma'am. Nowadays, they seem to give squatters more rights than. Yes, it is. It is absurd. It is. Tell you, lawlessness. That word. Recliners, maybe. Oh, recliners. I bet she was talking about recliners. I will pray for you as I pray in Shabbat tonight. Me too. Pick me. I appreciate you understanding. At the same time, I believe a true loving God has no boundaries. I was talking about my kids. Oh, um, like coming and squatting on my those kids. Listen, as much as I don't want my kids coming home, they don't want to come home. Now my grandkids, they could come. I told all of them they can come. My oldest grandkids told me they wanted me to move in with them. I was like, you got to move your parents out first. I'm not living with your parents again. No way, no how. Although, if I had money, y'all, if I had money, I've thought this through and through, just like every other person. I would have a compound, acres and acres and acres, and I would ask all my kids to build a home on all that acreage, and we would use four-wheelers or what to get to each other, and I'd put a wall around it and protect all my kids. That's really not healthy, nor is it. Uh, it's just not healthy. It's just not. I understand that, but that's how I feel about the world today. I just want to keep mine in. But even if we chose not to do it, it'd be really cool to have the grandkids all living around the same property, and they have to use go-karts or whatever to get to each other's houses. I think that'd be cool. Be fun. People use money in the wrong. I definitely wouldn't be going to Calabasas, California and buying a big old overpriced mansion. I'd be buying me some land, lot of land, and building a compound for my family. That is not the God of the Bible. We have problems with squatters here in Australia as well, not that there are many vacant homes. Oh, honey, they're not just taking over vacant homes, Lulu. Oh, no, 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 no. If I invited somebody to come and, someone who's down on their luck, and I said, hey, if you need a place to stay for a couple of nights, come on, I have an extra bedroom. They could, and then after those couple days have come and gone, and you tell them, hey, you gotta go. Oh, no, no, no. They could claim squatters' rights right there in your living room with you. Takes about a year to get them out. I respect your truth. That's nice. I like that. We are going to get one by next year. Oh, how fun. How fun. Hello, Stinky. Good to see you. I think it's important to look at the Bible and the wording from the Hebrew mindset. Gives clarity to what each is. Well, you have to kind of learn the Hebrew language, I think. It's to be able to look at it like that, right? See how water crystals organize based on. Oh, no, no, no. That's way deep for me. Butt Nuggets Homestead. I can't even. I can't do that. That math magician stuff. Oh, it's okay. Recliners. Lulu got you. She got you and told me. All right, guys. I will be RB. I'm gonna put on some trash music, and I hope to see when I get back in 2 and 2. 2 and 2. guys. That was brought to you by StreamYard. Mm. I figured out why my dogs were barking. As soon as I was leaving, they got up and started barking really bad again out the back door. And that usually means one thing, there's an animal. So I walked over to the back door, and my cat, my 15-year-old baby, um, was outside. He must have got locked outside, and it's storming here. And that's what they were barking at. The cat was out there. Poor thing. I felt bad. So now they should be quiet. Lisa says, I'll be praying for you and everyone. Yes, come together in prayer. I would put 4 towers on each corner and man them 24/7. Um, that would be a good idea. Good idea. Man them 24/7. That's what I'm talking about. The ancient language of Hebrew prophets who wrote the Bible currently spoke by the Jews of Israel. We have the weapons for the towers. We do. We do. It's so sickening. It is sickening because we do have the capability, Sunshine. You are correct. It is I who will pray for you, Lulu. Just kidding. My sister, I will for you and Leni and anyone else too. I'm stubborn and sinful. I need all the prayer I can get. Girl, feel that. I feel it every day. Appreciate the prayer. Yes, yes. Uh, you froze. You might have froze because um, that wasn't a nice comment. Poo poo Lulu. That unless you're just saying poop. I say poop a lot too, though. Oh, poop. You broke Leanie. No, nobody broke me. I got quiet because I knew something was going on, and then I had to go pate. I had to warm up my coffee, and I had to figure out what was going on with the dog. I truly need all the prayers I can get. Lord have mercy, me too. Then I would have to go train at the range. I love the smell of gunpowder. Wow, really? Then you must like the smell of fireworks. A little quieter here. Hope I spelled it right. You did, I think. I was on BRB. When the music's playing, that means I'm on BRB. Oh, it tastes sweet to you, really? That's okay. We spent 8 hours at the range when we had to train. Some think time is a farce. I choose to agree because I want to forget my chats. Out of context. Um, well, only you can change your chats and how you chat. So you have the power to do that. Yeah. Yeah, sunshine. I sort of like the smell of fireworks, which is gunpowder. I like smoke too, as long as it's wood in the leaves. Anything else gives me asthma. Yeah, I get that. I'm an asthmatic and I smoke. Yeah, I'm real smart here. Yeah. Oh, I blame it on the eclipse, even though the eclipse wasn't here when I started smoking years ago. But I'm blaming everything from now on the eclipse. Live chat is chosen, but dudette, hard to keep up. Popular you are. Not that popular. I'm really not. Um, I think we're one of the best kept secrets on the internet. Really not that popular, but thank you. Smells great in here. I love the smell. I get the man who lives next door, Mr. Joe. He's in his 80s. He built that house next door, y'all, and his best friends owned this house that we bought, and they built this house here. And he heats his home with a wood burning stove. Oh, it's heavenly. It's heavenly to smell that smell late at night or early in the mornings. Um, which we have a fireplace too, but we use a heater, and he really doesn't use the heater that much. He literally told us that because like this, our house has two pocket doors, so you could close off different rooms of the house. Well, he's got it too, so he closes off most of his doors, and during the day they burn fire all day long in the wood burning stove whenever it's really really cold, and that's all the heat they need. That's it, and it smells smells delicious. Hard to keep up with chat. I try. I really do try. According to Lenia, no, I gave up and switched to vaping 10 years ago. So much better than smoking. No smell. Haven't developed bronchitis since. I'm lucky I don't ever really get bronchitis. I've had it a couple times in my life, but not very often. And I tried vaping, and actually that was harder for me, a lot harder. Even though I really did like my little blue. You guys remember the vapes? They look like little black cigarettes. They're called blues. I did like that. Wish we could thread chats, relate them visually. Um, I don't know what you mean by that, honey. I so want to go to the bush and have a combustion fireplace. It gets so cold here, but not the kind of cold you fellas in the USA get. We gotta hunt and find snow so quickly before it melts. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, not all over the US do we get snow, but I truly would not live anywhere unless I had to, like, my husband got a different job or whatever, but I truly wouldn't live anywhere that did not have a fall and a winter. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't go back to California. I wouldn't go back to Florida. I wouldn't go back to Georgia. I wouldn't go back to, the deep south or anything like that. I've got to have fall. I've got to. Like um there's no way around that for me. I've got to have fall or else I don't feel complete. I find myself distracted between verbal and written conversation. I'm a programmer and think about too much shit. I get that. I get that. Um, it's difficult for me whenever I've got someone on panel to keep up with chat and while trying to give my attention to whoever's on panel talking. Um, so I have to kind of stop it, go through chat a little bit, and then keep going with panel. But whenever I don't have anybody on panel, basically all I'm talking to are those that are in the chat. So it's a little bit easier done this way, I think. I want in-ground house next, done on free source. Um, there are people that are starting to do those kind of houses again that are in the ground. What are they called? Not they used to call them sod houses because the walls were actually made out of the dirt, but there are people actually that are like building big holes and digging big holes in the ground and putting in the concrete in the walls and stuff like that. And their roof is a roof, but it also has grass growing over the top of it. A lot of people are doing those. Um, I don't know that I could live like that just because I need windows and I need um, like real light coming through. If it gets too dark in a house, that's hard for me to deal with. Um, I need the windows open and stuff like that. But like for I don't know, maybe I'd go spend a couple nights there. It'd be interesting. It would always stay cool. It would stay uh, earth temperature, I guess. House burnt back Friday. Burnt black. Oh wow! In 2020, we were. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Your house burnt. That's terrible. I'm so sorry about that. But not going into debt again. Too old. I understand. So you have to do it little by little. I get that. Gosh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Earth ships. Is that what they're called? Oh, your YouTubes are friend. Your YouTube friends are doing it. Nice. I don't. I just couldn't do it. I have to have. I have to have sunlight. I have to have it. We have places named Lightning Ridge. Everyone lives underground. Google it. Really interesting. It's to escape the intense heat. What? And people live there full time? Come on. What's it called? Google Ridge. Hold on. Not Google Ridge. The hell was that called? Google Lightning Ridge. All right, hang on. Let me see if this is it. Hold on. It's in the Outback. Oh, this is cool. Hold on. Let me share the screen. This is cool. Look at this, you guys. Look at that. Lightning Ridge, New South Wales. Historical and thriving opal mining town. There is nowhere in Australia quite like the Lightning Ridge. As a town, it is the most bizarre and compelling combination of rural sophistication. The main street is sealed, curbed, and guttered, and has rows of regular shops, and there is a lot of money around. And the wildest eccentric gasp at the houses made from bottles and rough cement castles of astronomers' monuments surrounded by a moonscape and mullock heaps under which literally hundreds of obsessed and miners searching and dig for the black opals which have made the town famous. Lightning Ridge is unlike any other major opal centers. Um, Coober Pedley and Oh God, I cannot even pronounce that. Let's see. Things to see and do there. Opals as souvenirs. One of the primary reasons for visiting Lightning Ridge is to buy wholesale opals, and if you have a little spare cash, to buy a rare and valuable black opal. The local tourism people advise that serious purchaser should spend a couple of days visiting all the wholesalers and retailers in the town. Their argument is not about getting a bargain, but about recognizing that no two opals are the same, and it may be that you would need a day to find the opal you want. Wow. The most sensible approach is to go to the Visitor Information Center and ask for a comprehensive list of places in the town selling opals. Wow. So they have a walking mine, a nursery, let's see, Astronomer's Castle. Look at that. Look at the bottled house. Let's see if it brings it up. Look at that. The bottled house at Lightning Ridge. It's made out of bottles, you guys. Can you see it? Wow. How do I get out of that? That's wild. Tiny Farm Nuggets is our main channel. Fire Short is on there. Really? Oh, I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to go look at that. Gosh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. They are opal miners and live underground. That's crazy. Hold on just a second. My dog. Oh, and they're chasing the cat. Is there a channel for Lightning Ridge? I just looked it up on Google real quick. Arkansas has potential diamonds. You love that, really? I didn't know that. Coober Petty. Coober Petty. What the? I read that, but is that a person? I don't know what the hell it is. Our basement has all concrete halls. It does have windows, family room, 3 bedrooms, a full bath. Spend a lot of times in there in the summer, so much cooler. Nice. Yeah, underground houses in Lightning Ridge. Hold on. Go lay down, Newt. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Um, okay, go back here and share my screen. Okay, can look through these. So this is Lightning Ridge underground houses. Let's see. This is what you see if you just Google it and then bring it up on images. Look at this, you guys. Can you see that? I don't know if it's too big. That's a bedroom. That. The strange underground homes in the middle of Australian desert. Look at that, you guys. Oh, wow. Oh, it is underground. Look at that. See that little hole right there? Can you guys see it? Right there? I wonder if that's crazy. Look at this one. Look at the door right there. And up there's the land. That is awesome. Now, see, this would be more my jam right here, you guys. See how it's got a big window in it right here? Um, that would be more me. And it's got a little window right there. Wow. Beautiful. What's that? Oh, look at that. Oh, this is pretty. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Wow, nice. Yeah, you just Google it. How did I not get out of that? Let's see. You just Google it and it's got a lot of pictures on there. Just hit the um, images and it'll bring it up. Suze is back. Did you guys know that? We're better than having to type those correct, sis. No worries. Okay. Lost entire two-story house, including a new food freeze dryer and 3 paid. Oh my gosh. What happened? You didn't lose any of your animals or barn. What happened? What happened to it? How did it catch fire? Welcome back, Suze, you beautiful thing, you. I would love a black opal. Me too. Lulu, send us a couple of them. Shoot. It was the way you said Coober Petty. It makes me chuckle. Cockadoo. Cockadoo has me rolling on the floor. We have strange. You guys do have strange name. Cockadoo. Coober. Coober. Who's Coober? What's a Coober? I want to be a mole. What about trees underground through open? Oh, now that would be pretty. Have you seen some of those restaurants, really nice restaurants that are built in around trees? So the trees are actually coming through the restaurant and go out the top of it. Have you guys ever been to one of those? I don't remember. Y'all, I have traveled a lot in these states, and I don't remember what state I was in. It was beautiful that I went to that restaurant, and the restaurant was built around the tree. I loved it. Come visit and go to Lightning Range. Plenty to find. No, we probably won't be able to, Lulu, so just pick one or two up for me and Sunshine and send it to us. Also, not to change, but I want to build a smokehouse. I'll come to dinner if you smoke some food. I appreciate that. I want to feed our colony raised rabbit. I'm not eating rabbits. Mm-mm, mm-mm, no. Um, there'll be more for y'all though. I'll eat the sides. I'll eat the fixins. You guys eat the rabbit. I'll eat the fixins. Flex tubes off the land instead of buying feed. Electrical, no insurance, just moved here. Wow. It was oh, wait. I get what you're saying. It was an electrical fire with no insurance and just, oh, how that is a true tragedy. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Thank God nobody was hurt and your animals were saved. That's terrible. I am so sorry. Mom had 3 in the middle of the house she designed right here in the O's. That would be cool to see. No worries. Only an 8-hour drive. I have always wanted to visit. Need an now you have an excuse. Go and grab me a black opal and bring a sunshine one too. That'd be great. I can eat anything cute, not rabbit, not duck. Yeah, anything I can't buy in the store, I'm just not gonna eat. I already lived that life, and when I divorced that life, I divorced all the stuff that came with that life. Really, really. All right, guys, I was gonna talk about Sebastian Rogers. Robert, I gotta call my dad. Um, and but I think everybody's covering him and covering that case. And basically, we were just going to talk about how his dad had hired two PIs and things about that. But I think everybody's covering it, and every time I look up there at the the link I have open to what I wanted to talk about, I just get a bad feeling from it. Like either I won't do it the right justice that it needs to be done, or that it's just being done so much that maybe people need to step back. This is what I feel like. I will say this about the Sebastian Rogers case is that this is my own opinion, okay? And I'm entitled to it just like anybody else is. Um, I think the parents need to shut the hell up. Think they need to quit doing YouTube interviews and whatever interviews that they're doing and all the other bull crap they're doing. Um, Start working together, all three of them. If none of them are guilty, I don't know if they are. I don't know if they are. I've got my own thoughts, but my thoughts are everybody's got one, so it doesn't matter. But if you're not guilty, then all three of you parents get together, work together, get a list of all the names in the major cities across the USA, um, and start checking off the list. Uh, Call all the news stations. All they can do is say no, that they will not um, do a do any kind of coverage on it. Ask them if they will. They might. Someone might. Um, and all three of you work towards that. If not that they're even going to hear what I have to say in my little channel over here, but my best advice for the three parents of Sebastian Rogers would be get off the internet, make a list, start taking turns calling all the major news cities, try to get your boy on the air, and that's going to be much more productive than getting on these YouTube channels to point fingers and uh, tell us what's going on. None of us are able to get out of our chairs and run out there and search. But um, here in Indianapolis, Indiana, if I'm going somewhere, I'm side eyeing, right? I'm looking over if I see a boy, that reminds me of him, I'm looking, or kids that remind me of other kids that I followed, I'm looking. Got to get it out to the major cities. And the only way it's going to happen is if you do it. And all they can do is say no, but someone might say yes. And that could happen upon your child. So there's my take on it. There's the little thing in a nutshell of what I wanted to say. So any of you that are talking to Seth may have, a line straight to Seth or the Proudfoots. Tell him Leanie said get off the fucking internet and get out there and call some news stations. Go start looking for your children. How about that? Let's do that. If that made anybody mad, I'm so sorry, but that's how I am. Is that the young autistic teen that went missing? I'm hopeful he's just hiding out, dear boy. Yes. My brother was autistic with Asperger's. Yes. I'm so sorry to hear that. You have to have a sense of humor. Hi, Leanie, just dropping off a thumbs up. Can't stay. Maybe I can hang out later. you're still on. Thanks, Five Flames. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate. Listen, if people just drop by, that means so much to me, and I thank you for that. I really do. Leave your DNA in here. Hit that like button, and just thanks for being a sub. You are appreciated. And thank you to those that take time to listen to all or partial of the replay. Man, that's really awesome. Thank you to those that are laying in bed or at work and got plugs in, just hanging out in the bushes or whatever's going on up there. Thank you. Thank you. But Nuggets described Ozark well. See in comments. What did he say? What did I miss? Oh, there we go. The Ozarks run through Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Yeah, it's a line of uh, mountains, mountain range. Beautiful. Ozarks really are beautiful. Very, very country people, Lulu. Very, very country people live in the Ozarks. I can't process my rabbits. Got too many days, see, says Deborah, cute as I. You have too many rabbits? Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by and certainly. Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Sorry, but I went to sleep listening to you and Rapper last night. No, that's fine. That's fine. I just appreciate anytime that's given. I appreciate it. Keeps me on the right path. Got a common voice. Thank you. Thank you. He's probably out running the streets. I hope he's okay. I would rather him be running the streets than not be okay. That's for sure. Care about him. All right, guys, I am fixing to close this out. I'm tired. We've been on for 3 hours. Thanks for hanging out with me again tonight. Doing a daytime live tomorrow at 1:30. 1:30 is our daytime live tomorrow. Gonna go over some things with the wrenches, with the Mad Mods, and just hang out a little bit. I actually thought about doing the live in my yard, depending on how the weather is. If it's nice outside, um, if it's nice outside, I thought about maybe doing all or part of it in my yard tomorrow. Um, it's so green, it's so pretty right now. Um, so we'll see. But if not, I will be here at 1:30 tomorrow. Did Rapper? Yeah, 2 nights ago, Rapper was on panel here for about an hour, Sunshine. I hope you go back and take a look at it or listen to it. He did really well, really well. And, I got to tell you, I think a lot of us are more understanding of who Rapper is now. We call country people that are very country mountain people. I love me some mountain people. We got mountain people in the States. Mountain people are my people. If we say that family are mountain people, we know what that means. Gotcha. I love mountain people. Rabbits are colony raised, kept in open cages, segregated by sex, supposedly. Yeah, because you really don't know. We are new at this, so not so segregated yet. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I would suggest start her at the very first live video. Help you get some rest. And I think the more tired I get, the more um, my voice gets deeper and it slows down more. So that's how you can always tell either that I'm getting tired or having a bad day. You know, we are new country people. I love country. I love mountain people. I'll tell you that right now. I love country people. Grew up in East LA, Deborah in Mississippi. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. I grew up in Carson. Remember, I'll be watching Chad Daybell trial tomorrow. Oh, no, just a second, I got a cough. Yeah, they finally got the trial seated. Um, I think it's kind of crappy that we get to watch Chad's and we didn't get to see Lori's. But anything is good, right? I think they're going to totally throw Lori under the bus, and I think she's going to have a mental breakdown in jail or in prison, wherever she's at. I think she's just going to lose her mind because she's still so attached to this creepy, gross guy. So gross. Can't even. Ugh. I fell asleep last night listening to you. Well, thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, Carson, 2 streets over, exactly. I mean, I grew up literally 2 streets over from Compton. That's why when I see these little gangbangers running around all these cities, I just kinda have to giggle to myself because I came from home of the gangbangers. Live to tell it, live to tell it. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, 1:30. If not, I will see you around the street somewhere. Y'all have a good night and prayers for all. Prayers for all. Good night, everybody.